Alright, Mr. Champion here. Hope you guys are doing well. Here's the quick refresher I wanted to give you about using the greatest common factor to reduce or simplify a fraction to its lowest or simplest terms. So let's say that we have the fraction 8/14. So there's 8/14. Okay? The first thing we want to do in order to reduce or simplify, you learned last night or yesterday in class, was to divide. We're going to divide. Whenever we're reducing or simplifying, we're using division. So in order to reduce or simplify to the lowest terms, we first have to list the factors of our numerator and the factors of our denominator. So we think about the factors of 8. Well, obviously 1 and 8, then 2 and 4, and that's it. 1, 2, 4, and 8. As far as 14, we have 1 and 14. We have 2 and 7, and that's it. So as you can see, we have the factors of 8, 1, 2, 4, and 8. The factors of 14, 1, 2, 7, and 14. Now, as we look, we try to find common factors. Well, there's only one. Besides, obviously 1 is a common factor, but we'd ignore that because if we divide numerator and denominator by 1, we're going to get the same fraction, 8/14, which doesn't serve us any good. So, we have a common factor. And since 2 is the greatest common factor, it's the GCF, or greatest common factor. If we divide by 2, if we divide the numerator and the denominator by 2, therefore, we will have our lowest terms. So we have 8/14. We have 8 divided by 2, 14 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. 14 divided by 2 equals 7. So 4/7 is the reduced version of 8/14. 4/7 is 8/14 in its simplest or lowest form. Simplest or lowest form. Let's do one more just to make sure we've got it. Here we have 16/24. So 16/24. So the first thing we want to do is list our factors. So we're going to have 1 and 16, 2, 8, and 4. There are our factors of 16. Then we want to list our factors of 24. So it's going to be 1, 24, 2, 12, 3, I'm going to run out of space here, 8, 4, and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. Those are our those are our factors of 24. So if we look, we can circle our common factors. 2 is a common factor, 4 is a common factor, and 8 is a common factor. But remember, in order to go to the simplest form, we are going to need the greatest common factor, or the largest. So if you look at the 3 common factors, which one's the largest? 8. So 8 is our greatest common factor, or our GCF. So, since we found our greatest common factor, now all we do is we divide our numerator by that greatest common factor, and our denominator by that greatest common factor. And 16 divided by 8 equals 2, 24 divided by 8 equals 3. So our new reduced fraction is 2/3. So the first step is list the factors, find the greatest common factor. Then the second step is find the greatest common factor. Third step, divide by the greatest common factor. And the result is your fraction in its lowest or simplest form. So now go to the next post on the blog and try a few of those problems. You're going to find the simplest form of each of those fractions. And watch the video again if you need more help. Have a good night.